name is Tony, and if you watch this later on, you are watching a live video. I have the channel, of course, Faith and Coffee Bean, in case you haven't figured that out. Guys, oh my goodness. I like to go live 2 or 3 times a week. I'm a complete coffee geek in every way, guys. I jokingly made a little meme that I put on Instagram the other day of me searching at 2 or 3 in the morning for coffee gear and watching all the reviews. Guys, I probably obsess way more about coffee. There's no other way to say it than I really should. I have gotten deep into the rabbit hole of making espresso at home. Guys, I love to talk about budget ways to make coffee, and I also really just love to talk about how to make really good coffee at home and all that good stuff. I've shared this story with you guys before. I used to work in a cafe when I was in college, and got the coffee bug. And in the last couple years, I've really kind of just I went from making only pour overs and V60s and stuff to really just kind of going nuts, setting up this home coffee setup you see right here. This is my work at home office. It's very messy. Do apologize. And I just have taken the big plunge deep dive into coffee, guys. So, anyway, if you're crazy about coffee like me, definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button. Anyway, guys, I am so excited. I am going to tell you something right now. I have been waiting for this for a really long time. I have been obsessing and looking at, like I said, all the videos, everything about this grinder for so long. And I want to show it to y'all because this is really kind of my first impressions of what this grinder's like. I actually like to do my go lives kind of with the first impressions when I try out some coffees or try anything out with you all. So let me just kind of give you the tour because this thing is worth a little bit of a tour. Let me just move my portafilter, my big metal portafilter here out of the way. There we go. Set that down. All right, guys. So this is the Turin. Oh, forgot that I have the. It's so new. It has the little zip tie thing around the power plug, and it's not going to let me move the power plug. Let's see here. Telling you guys, I literally just basically unboxed this thing. Oh my goodness. Here, let me try to move this a tiny bit. Yeah, it's always fun to do one-handed. Oh my goodness. Of course I wish I would have thought about this. There we go. Got it. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, guys, here it is. So here is the CF64V. I have it on a little lazy Susan so I could turn it and show y'all. This thing is awesome. Okay. Some people have called this ugly. I've heard some very big YouTube folks that I love and watch. They thought it was ugly. I do not. I love it. I think this is very industrial looking. It really is striking, in my opinion. You know, it looks like something that you would see in a cafe. It is just cool. There's just no other way to say it. So what makes this cool is the variable speed that you see right here. So basically, you can go all the way up to 1800. You could take it as low as 800. That is definitely awesome. This machine is so cool because the way that typically most of these styles, the 64 millimeter style, is like up here, you know. You have your burrs that are mounted horizontally. I was just seeing if I had any burrs hanging around here, and I think I do. So you have the burrs chilling inside your grinder, okay? And they are right on top of each other. So you got these burrs, and they're right on top of each other. They're spinning. They're creating their magic. And because of the way that of gravity, they're being spun out directly right out of the right basically out of the chute. The difference is with something like this, the burrs, and I might show you here at the end, the burrs are mounted right here and they're spinning. And the difference is the chute's just right here. So in a way, it's not that gravity is necessarily throwing it out to the side, but it shoots it down. There's an auger that's built into this system. So it is auger fed. There's a lot of folks that say that this is more, the auger can be like a pre-breaker. I'm not sure with this one, if that's the case. I would have to kind of, do my own research on it, so to speak. I've actually have been thinking, guys, I know this sounds totally geeky, but I've actually been thinking about getting a particle distribution meter. But man, this thing is just awesome. I mean, I just really love it. Here is the chute up top. So this is the hopper. And then of course you have your bellows. Guys, this is so new. Like I said, I'm trying it for the first time with y'all. I'm going to be doing a full breakdown video, so no worries. This is not the review video for it. I just, to be honest, guys, I just really wanted some coffee and I wanted to try it. I just kind of wanted to catch that first moment of me trying it out with y'all. So that's kind of the main thing. So guys, just to let you know, I have some exciting stuff coming up. This is my Gemini powerhouse. Okay. This is the 3700, I believe, 3700. I always get that and the owl mixed up. But this is my Gemini 3700. This is awesome. So if this machine is the first generation of like the Turin Legato, version 2 is the current one, which is, in my opinion, it is superior to this machine because of the variable OPV valve that you can change by going in the bottom. But to me, this is my OG budget machine that I love and is near and dear to my heart. I got this at about 6 months ago at a discounted rate because you can see these go on discount a lot. I don't even think version 1 Espresso outlet is selling basically. Oh yes, and that also reminds me, I want to say a big thank you to Espresso outlet. Guys, so full disclosure in every single way, and of course I'll say this on my main video, Espresso Outlet sent me this grinder for review. They also sent me a DF64. And guys, I am literally, like, I felt like a kid on Christmas. I was opening up the grinders last night, and my wife looked at me, she's like, dude, you look happier than you did on Christmas morning. And I'm like, no, honey, you don't understand. This is like Christmas morning to me. So I am going to be doing I'm going to be doing a full review on this one, and then I'll be doing a full review on the DF64 because it's the reigning king. Everyone talks about the DF64, so I want to kind of explore the reason why and go through that. And then I'm going to be doing a showdown between the DF64 and the CF64. I am very curious to who's going to win. I have my guesses, but yeah, DF64 versus CF64. That's going to be the big showdown video that I'm going to be doing. And of course, you guys are going to see these on a lot of my lives. And then later on down the road, I have to compare these two grinders right here that you're seeing. So this is the Chardor 64 commercial style, and then we'll put up the DF64 or the DF64V, just to kind of show probably the DF64. Just because I think that's kind of the big thing that people are asking, and that's been the number one question. So a few months ago, I put up a question basically saying, hey, I was thinking about getting a grinder, and the three grinders I actually had on my wish list were the DF54, the DF64, and the CF64V. Most people told me to go with the DF64, and I'm kind of curious, kind of what you all think, and kind of what's the reasoning behind that. I know a lot of folks. It is the reigning champ. It is what everyone talks about. It's what everyone says is the best grinder. It's the most recommended grinder I've ever had when I've been in a forum or been on Reddit or, any type of coffee thing. It's the number one thing that people say, you got to get that grinder. So let's go ahead. Let's pull a full share of a first shot. And I'm also going to be trying some new coffee to me just because this was a recommendation. This is Kimbo. This is an Italian coffee. So this is their dark roast, 10 out of 13. Intensity. So just this is traditional dark roast Italian. Someone recommended this, so I decided to put an order in. I usually even stick with like Lavanza. Now, this is definitely more of that supermarket style, commodity style bean. This is not, you don't see like a roast date on here, but a sell by date. But yeah, I thought give this a shot. Okay. And I'm going to be going ahead and putting it into my container here and putting it into, because it'll probably be, I like to use it as a daily driver, some Italian beans. That tends to be my favorite. All right, guys, let me go ahead. Have a little stragglers in here, so we're going to be filling this up with something else. Okay. Awesome. And guys, if you ever have a favorite bean that you want me to kind of highlight or talk about, I got this because someone recommended it. Let me know in the comments below, because guys, I'm always looking for a good new standby. That's always kind of my thing. I like getting those suggestions. So definitely let me know in the comments if you have like a favorite, a favorite that's your go-to. I love things that are budget. I've always said this, guys. I'm always going to encourage you. Yeah, definitely buy from a local roaster. And I'm going to be honest with you, there are even some local roasters that they run specials. There might be like a certain, roast that they have on special. Definitely check with them. But if you're like me, I kind of live in a food desert. I live in Central Florida, and Florida is not a food desert in general. Florida has a lot of great coffee shops. I just happen to live very rurally, and I live in horse country. This is the number one capital of horse training out of Kentucky. No, I think Kentucky and this are the two top ones in the world. So if you know where I'm talking about, you know where I'm talking about, but it is very rural, and I don't have a lot of great options. So let me give this a good smell, because again, first time I've ever used this. It's one of those bags you can't reseal it, so I'm going to put it into the... Oh, it smells so good. It smells like a good milk chocolate mixed with a little nutmeg on the bottom. Even though there's no nutmeg, I'm telling you guys, I can smell the nutmeg. Oh my goodness. So let's go ahead and get this put into the vacuum container. Guys, I'm so excited. Tom's Coffee Corner has a new machine. He's going to be premiering at 11 o'clock. So more than likely, I'll probably cut this live stream a little early so I could, at least by 11, so I could watch that. You guys, I love watching Tom's Coffee Corner and all the other YouTubers. I go live on Hans streams all the time. Hans Coffee is awesome. I have learned so much from Hans. So if you're watching my channel and not watching those two channels, what are you doing? It's just really cool. I love kind of learning from folks who have been around for a while and really know what they're talking about. And I feel like what's really cool is that there are a lot of people, like two of them, who just have great YouTube channels. So always about that. Definitely check those out. If you're not already, please, if you're new to coffee, do yourself a great favor and go check them out, because those guys are like my coffee heroes. They're also really cool guys where they give a lot of great information and they're willing to answer questions. And, a lot of questions you all have. I always like to be very respectful for the questions you guys ask me or comments, because as a crazy fanboy of folks on YouTube, I will admit that. I will raise my hand and say that's me. I always can't stand when I ask someone a comment, or if I leave a comment or ask something and I don't get a reply back. I feel like it's my duty, and I like the questions, because the truth is, every question you guys have is a question that gets me thinking. And this is why I'm up at night watching coffee stuff, guys. It's all your fault. You know, this is why I kind of obsess about this kind of stuff, because it gets me thinking, like, oh, what about this? Um, when first was getting my Gaja Classic Pro, I started asking questions on somebody's channel, and then they had recommended the Gaja Mate over the Gajuino. And I really had my heart set on doing Gajuino, guys. And then I kind of really like the aesthetic of the Gaja Mate. It looks pretty. There's no other way to say that. And then someone's like, well, yeah, you know, they basically told me that if you do Gaja Mate, it's going to take like 6 months to get to you. So, you know, or excuse me, Gajuino. And then they told me Gaja Mate was a lot faster. So I actually, that's the reason why I went with Gaja Mate. I might later on do Gajuino as well. I might buy another machine. I'm being totally serious about that. I've already told my wife, prep yourself because I might need to buy another machine. Let's see here. So I officially today will start modding my Gaja Classic Pro. After I do this video, that was another reason why I wanted to go live with y'all. I'm going to go ahead and put this away, put it up on my shelf, and I am going to clear my space here, and I'm going to start recording my videos for upgrading my Gaja Classic Pro with the Gaja Mate. So, yeah, guys, I'm super excited about that. Make sure, you know, you are following me, subscribe, and all that good stuff, because that's going to be interesting. I am crossing my fingers, both fingers here. There might be mistakes. That's what forums are for, and that's what Reddit's for. So, all right, guys. So let's go ahead. So this is my absolute first time using this machine, okay? I don't really know the grind setting to go with. I'm going to take a guess. So what's really cool about this, guys, and I'm just going to pull it out because I know it's a magnet. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Isn't that the coolest thing ever? So here's the dial, okay? So your espresso range is typically going to be 1 to maybe 30, 1 to 25, right in there, okay? Then you got your mocha pot, you know, you have your AeroPress and French press, all that good stuff, and further on, you know, pour overs. I think that I'm going to go with like a 15 to 10. Now, these are Italian. These are dark roast, so I know that because it's dark roast, typically it's not light roast, you know, finer might be a little bit better for this one, just to break it down a bit. So I have it at 10. I'm going to drop it down to about close to an 8. Okay, and guys, I'm just going to tell you right now, this dial is crazy cool. Before I even turned this on, I got the Allen wrench out and I unscrewed the 4 Allen keys right there when I first got it, and I had to take a look at the Burrs. And I'm gonna just say this before I pull this: the diamond light coating Burrs. Whoa. Okay, those are stock Burrs, guys. Stock Burrs. And I was kind of blown away because I recently got my LeBrew Burrs. And of course, let me show you the stock Burrs that come in the Chardor commercial class 1. These are the ones they call shark edge or shark teeth. This isn't throwing shade, okay? This isn't throwing shade, but the Burrs did not look like this. The DLC, the diamond light coating, is definitely darker. And just touching the Burrs, like I can feel the sharpness on here. These Burrs are awesome. These standard Burrs that come in the Chardor, especially the commercial one, they're supposed to be different, but they feel good, okay? And they've actually produced some really great espresso. But the ones that are in here, even the DLC, and the DLC is basically what's stock in these machines. Now, if you want to upgrade to something like SSP or LeBrew, I'm really debating if I should take my sweet Burrs from this machine and pop them in here, just because I have a feeling because of the variable speed, I might get a little more usage out of it. anyone has any opinions on that, let me know in the comments, because I'm really trying to figure out if that's something I need to do. Oh, just went in eco mode. And yeah, guys, it's just really cool. So, but the reason why I'm saying this, and I'm just kind of being long-winded, they look awesome. So I have a feeling these Burrs are just going to be phenomenal. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let me show you where I'm at. Basically, with the variable speed, I have it at 18 RPM, 1800 RPM. I'm actually going to knock this down to 11. I do have another variable speed system. That was my Hanyu 64 variable speed. And I kind of have a feeling that, yeah, that they could be distant cousins a little bit. Let's just say that. Uh, but this is definitely way superior to that, I'll tell you that. So you activate it by turning it on right here. There is a power toggle on the right hand side as well, but we're going to activate it. And I want you all to hear that. Can you hear it? Is this actually getting picked up right now in the video? Someone let me know if it is. Okay, because y'all, that is really quiet. Okay, that's crazy quiet. Let me give you a little bit of a comparison. So I'm going to turn this off. Now that's without beans. I want you to listen to this. And this is the reason why I kept this grinder right here. Okay. So this is the Chardor 64 commercial. Listen to this. This is just turning it on. That sounds like a jet engine, y'all. And I'm not dissing it. I love this thing. This is a great grinder. This is really a great one. But this sounds like a jet engine, okay? It's 350 watt. Let me just turn that off. So 350 watts, and that's just with the Burrs spinning, okay? So let me turn this on again. This is what's blowing my mind. You can barely even hear that thing. That's crazy. That is just nuts to me. So anyway, guys, that blows my mind just a bit. You know, I'm pretty sure this is one of those, what do they call those? This has a different type of motor in it. It will hit me at some point. I know my full video, I'll tell you. So I have the Burrs going here. Just turn this off. But I did want to show you guys, this is the catch cup that's included. So you can use the catch cup. Let me grab my new little shorty portafilter handle I just got. Or you could just put into the forks and you could do single dosing. Okay. So you can do straight to the forks, your single dosing. Here, I'll grab another one just so y'all can see the bigger portafilter. And all my E61s work perfect. So have no issues with the E61. Let me grab a Gaja. So of course, Gaja has that different format. So you're going to want to put it to the side with the Gaja. Okay. So if you're going to be using your Gaja format, there you go. Just put it to the side. And then, of course, you have the dosing cup is probably what I'll end up using the most. Or just to show you guys how it looks. If I want to use my new blind shaker I just did this video on from Cafe Sing. Y'all, this thing is crazy. It fits perfectly in there. And I'm sure the grounds would go perfectly in there. I have no doubt. My Mitch Bomber's a little out of reach. But yeah, this thing is so cool, guys. I am blown away on the quality. If you are looking for a mega piece for Christmas time to give your coffee loved one or buy yourself for Christmas, go buy yourself that. Or tell your partner or friend or loved one, buy this for me because it is cool. It is a little pricey in my opinion, but that's okay. About $100, but it is all metal construction. It's like the Terminator. Crazy. All right, guys. So let's get to the moment at hand here, okay? I talked a lot, so let's get this first pull. So again, I got 18 grams Italian coffee. We're gonna go ahead and take the lid off. Okay, turn it on. Let's listen to this thing. Gosh, it is so quiet. Whoa, blowing my mind. I'm just kind of slow feeding them in. So it's got that auger pulling it down. And there you go. Now, if I would have just dropped it all in, that would have been just done. But I did want to kind of slow feed it. And then, of course, you have the bellows up top. And then here's the other cool thing. There's a little knocker on the side that you could hit. I think the bellows probably does what you need, but awesome. Better turn that off because I would have forgot that it was on. That's crazy. I cannot get over how fast it is. Let me just pull a little of this out so y'all can see how we're doing here. So this might actually be too fine. I'm realizing that right now, but I'm hoping not. So it might just be a little bit of a slower shot, but this is very fine. Oh, smells so good. I wouldn't call this Turkish because it's not even close to it, but if you put it down to 1, you are definitely going to get Turkish territory. So that is awesome. Yeah, can't wait. Let me move this guy a little bit off to the side here. I can't get over how easy this is to move. And if you have a tight space, the DF64 is a tank. You pick it up and it's bulky. When the package got delivered, my son picked these both up. And he grabbed me, he like basically handed me the DF64. And he's like, "Oh, Dad, this is so heavy." And he says, "Let me guess, this is the one that's most expensive." That's literally what he said. I'm like, "No, kid, this is actually a little bit pricier. You know, if that's, you know, if you want to know." And he's like, "Really?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Well, it feels so light." But that's the difference, I think, between the two. That kind of blows my mind. All right, guys. Of course, you know, DF64 is the reigning king, 100%. I won't crown the king yet. But, you know, goodness. All right, guys. So right here, this fits perfectly. Perfect seal. You want to go ahead and give it a little bit of a shake. Let's say you're not using a blind shaker. Just want to give it a shake for love here. Oh, of course, I spill a little bit out. I'm on camera, guys. Anytime I do lives, I tell you, this is the moment where I make little spills and all that stuff. All right, cool. Let's set this aside. Let me grab my WD tool. Clean that up a tiny bit. Okay. Get the scale ready. All right, guys, let's lower this down so y'all can see some of this puck prep here. Okay. So, love the fact that this is flat. Okay, that is super cool. Let's grab the new new WDT, if I don't get tongue twisted here. Trying to figure out where I set it down. If not, I got my good old faithful MH Bomber. Huh, that's wild. This is when you got too much junk lying around. Yeah, I'll just use the MH Bomber. I don't want to wait. Yeah, I just was using the new tool here, just like earlier, last night. Here's the MH Bomber. Let's give it our WDT. So I am telling you guys right now, the CF64 is just blowing my mind. This is not a review video, guys. This is my first impressions. This is my first real pull of espresso with this machine, okay? I didn't film the unboxing because, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I've done a lot of unboxings, and I was so excited. I just opened this up without thinking about it and without recording it. And my wife afterwards like, "Hey, don't you want to record the unboxing for your channel?" And I was like, yeah. I mean, I could repackage it and do all that, but that's not what I do. I just, honestly, I couldn't wait. I felt like a kid in a candy store when they came. I've been kind of contemplating buying these forever. So big thank you to Espresso Outlet. Guys, I did put my affiliate links in the description of this video. So just to let you know, full disclosure, anytime you buy it through the links, you never pay any more. It's the same price. And if they do a promotion, please grab the promotion. But a small percentage does help come back to support the channel. And I do really appreciate that because, guys, I go through a lot of beans. And that's kind of the big thing. It does help me keep this going. So always appreciate that so very much. But yeah, there's affiliate links down there. And I'll put links to Amazon afterwards as well. So the affiliate links go directly to their website. So I think it looks good. Let's go ahead and do a puck screen up top. Just making sure I had a good one here. Nice and clean. All right, let's use the panda bear. Okay, let's get the puck screen. This is 18 grams. It's a 20-gram precision basket. So there should be plenty of headroom. Okay. All right, guys. Let's pull this for a shot. Oh, I'm so excited. When I do these videos, I share this a lot, guys. I wait until I have my first espresso in the morning with you. So I am like the dog on the hunt that hasn't had their meal and wants it. So let's pull this shot. Now, this might be too fine. Oh, no, it's not. Cool. Nice. Okay, so we're at 9 bars. 19. I'll stop it at 20. I'll stop it at 35. 35 and 19 seconds. I'll take that. I'll take it. I might try to slow that down a little tiny bit. Awesome. Look at that. First time ever using this coffee. This is Kimbo coffee. Kimbo Italiano. Okay, and of course I got to throw it in the refractometer for fun. Take a look and see what we got. If you guys are not subscribed to him yet, I don't know what you're doing, but Coffee Chronicler is one of my favorite YouTubers. He is so professional and amazing. Definitely, he's a journalist. So Asher and he's based in Europe, so he travels to all the fun places. Let's take a look here. 13.53 on the refractometer. So Asher had just put out a new video, which is awesome, guys. Seriously, go check it out. It was one of my favorite videos to check out, 13.53. He traveled all over Italy and tried espresso, and he used this exact refractometer by dye fluid to test the TDS in local Italian cafes. And I'm not going to spoil anything, so go see his video. But it was talk about production. He blows my mind how good he makes stuff. All right, guys. Moment of truth. First taste ever. Oh, that's good. So first time trying this coffee. I've not tried Kimbo. I think I tried Kimbo back in the day, like 20 years ago. So that's kind of like never trying it. Somebody recommended that Kimbo to me. Creamy, delicious, good milk, chocolate milk type texture. I'm liking this. I'm liking this a lot, guys. This is very tasty. Good mouthfeel. I'm very impressed in how fine that was. I actually thought it was going to be too fine, so that means I can go a little finer. Wow. Absolutely delicioso. There's just no other way to say it. That is a good Italian coffee. Just very, very tasty. Good crema on it. Like I said, I did not have. I don't know if I still have the bag. I think it just fell. Oh, here it is. I did not have high hopes for this, guys. Not that it's somebody recommended it to me, so not just on anything anyone said, but typically I really like a good single origin, and I really like roasters that have the roast date. This is definitely more commodity style. This is the Barista Espresso Neapolitan. Nepali. I know I'm not pronouncing that right. But the goodbye date is 11/10/2026 as of recording this video. Well, it's a live stream, but if you watch it later. So my guess is maybe even November of last year. Usually it's 6 months to a year on those things. So you know, as far as roast date goes, question mark. But yeah, I'm pretty happy. The bag had a good seal. Everything was pretty good. Let's pull one more shot here. I'm taking a look at time. Um, Guys, Tom's Coffee Corner has a video coming out at 11 Eastern. And I don't know where you are in either the world or the country, but he has a really good video coming out, and I want to see it, and I'm going to watch that live premiere. So, but I will pull one last shot just for fun, and then I'm going to go to watching that video. Y'all, I really appreciate you hanging out with me so much. You guys have no idea how much I appreciate you. Just because I started this channel out about 1.5 years ago, and for a long time, I had probably about 400 subscribers, and that was really awesome. And I honestly felt really cool about that. And then the last few months, things have just really exploded, and a lot of folks have started subscribing. And I just really want to say thank you guys. I truly mean that from the bottom of my heart. I'm somebody's dad. I am not a company. I don't do this for some professional profit. I do this because I am a coffee geek, and I love hanging with y'all, and I love kind of being in the know and, you know, getting gear and testing it out. And I'm going to tell you guys this, and I truly mean this. I can't do this without you. Like, you guys are the reason why I'm able to do this. So there's a lot of folks out there who kind of, I don't know, not in the coffee world. I'm talking about other YouTube, because not in the coffee world, but other YouTube kind of feel like people want to be YouTube famous. They want to go viral. They want to have these viral moments and all that cool stuff. They're kids, you know. I'm in my mid-40s. I have a full-time career. I don't do this for cash. I do this because I like coffee. Like, I do this because I'm a geek. And this is my fun obsession. So I truly mean this, and I say this like not in like any type of weirdness, but I truly mean thank you, because I really do appreciate y'all. Appreciate the comments, appreciate the kind words. I've got a lot of kind words from folks lately, and guys, that just warms my heart and makes me know that what I'm doing matters, I guess, in this, you know, not in the grand scheme of the world, but, you know, guys, it's just really cool, you know. And I know that sounds weird. Maybe people don't say that enough on YouTube. I don't think they do. But I'm just telling you guys this right now. I really appreciate the love and support. If you guys ever want to chat with me or hang out with me, go to my Instagram. You're always more than welcome to DM me. You know, like I said, I'm not some paid professional. There are paid professionals out there, and they're smart people. You know, Lance, James, Morgan, the folks who have won the World Barista Championship. Please listen to them and not some bozo like me. But I'm always going to give you guys the honest, straight, you know, dad perspective. I guess that's the best way to put it. So I really appreciate you hanging. All right, guys, let's go ahead and let's pull this last shot. I want to go definitely finer because, like I said, these are Italian and they're dark roast. I'm actually going to go down to 5, okay? And I hope that's not too much. Let me turn this bad boy on. Oh, it's so quiet. I love it. And we're just going to toss this in. Clean this up. Oh, already cleaned it. Cool. Wow, see, there it goes. Let's give it a little bellows. Hit the bellows. Turn that off. It's so quiet. Okay. All right, guys. Let's grab this. Give this a little shake. Really love the bottom of this. There's like this really soft material. Okay, here we go. Let's do our WDT. And there's not a lot of retention in there, so I like that. I've had other catch cups where there was definitely even some retention in the catch cup. Okay. Just a little tap. And some distribution. This is the V60 distributor. Got my Normcore chilling over there. I need to use that from time to time. I love Normcore, but this one is so affordable and it's built so well. I can't stop recommending it because it's awesome. And then here is my V60 force tamper. That's all ICAP. And then this is the Cafe Sing. Okay. Alrighty, let's grab another puck screen. Let's do one that has a little bit more of a flow. Okay. Yeah, some puck screens have more that open concept. This one has smaller holes. Okay, let's pull this shot. Get you guys a little closer. Okay, again, went finer. Hope it was not too fine. We'll see how we did. Turn this on. All right, let's pull this shot. Yep, definitely fine. I think it's too fine. Oh my goodness. Yeah, guys, that's way too fine. Bummer. Yeah. So that goes to show you, and this is what I talk about, guys. If anyone ever watched my videos, and I talk about conical versus flat. Conical, I'm telling you, that would have been not too fine. It's more forgiving. That's what that means, more forgiving. This one, I went from about an 8 to a 5. So I'm right about 5. Yeah. There we go. If I went there, I'd probably be good. But guys, I am going to watch Tom's Coffee Corner. In a couple minutes, he's going to have a video that he's doing a live premiere on that I really want to see. So, guys, I really appreciate you so much. There's just no other way to say it. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. It's Saturday morning. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. I will be doing a lot more videos on the CF64. Again, thank you so much to Espresso Outlet. I know I've said that a couple times, but I truly mean it. Very thankful for the opportunity to do the review on this. I have the DF64, and then I will be doing videos on each, and then doing a big final showdown video with the two of them at each other, and we'll find out who wins. I have my idea, but we'll see, because the DF64 is the king, y'all. Everyone and their brother and their great mama says, get the DF64, get the DF64. This is my first DF64, guys. I'm just straight up with y'all. I have been very budget friendly, and I have done a lot of videos on the Shardor. And so this is going to be really my first DF64 that's my own, not just a friend's. I've used a DF64, a friend's, but this is going to be all for me. So I am super excited, guys. I cannot wait to use it in my videos. I will probably at some point swap the Burrs in one of the two grinders, and so I can have some different burr options. Guys, let me know in the suggestions which Burrs I should go with. I already have sweet Burrs from LeBrew. I was thinking about buying their HU style and MP style, as well, to kind of complete it all for the 64. Guys, you have a wonderful weekend. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Like I've said before, I only do this because of y'all. I really appreciate all the love and support. You guys have a great day, and look forward to my videos I'm going to be doing on the Gauge Classic Pro, doing the Gajuino mod. Excuse me, Gajamate. Oh my goodness, talk about dyslexia right there. But yeah, doing the Gajamate, guys. Gajamate, and then maybe Gajuino down the road. Y'all tell me what y'all think. All right, thanks so much.